Hey guys, it's really giving us great ideas and great feedback on these videos. It was a little windy today, so sorry, my hair is a little flying over. Anyway, so man, summer is summer is here. It's in full-fledged. We're almost going into July.
Yeah.
Someone is on vacation next week. It's only going to be me next week. So if you don't watch the video next week, then, shame on you. I'll come after you. But maybe we'll have just like Amanda on the stick here. I'll take her picture and I'll have her over here. Yes, she is going on vacation. Not today, but she's here. So let's jump into it. So one of these, tough challenges, of course, in a tough market where there's lack of inventory, and you've got a client who is just like, hey, I like this neighborhood, I like this street, and
the
schools and everything else checks out except for what?
The cosmetics.
The house, right? The house is maybe there's a wall that's there that shouldn't be there, or
the carpet, the paint,
or the
countertops.
Kitchen and all that stuff. And I get it that some people just
downstairs single story because of the
they want a single story.
Yes.
And maybe this is a 2-story, and they were like, their heart was set on a single story, but you might see in the MLS that, hey, there's not any single story. So what do? Well, you might find a home with a master bedroom downstairs that can work. So even if a client is very adamant that, hey, I only want single stories, try to get them to think inside the box. Yes, it's not outside the box; it's inside the box.
Inside.
And that means basically, and this is a reminder, right? You guys know this, but this is a reminder that, hey, sometimes we don't have the luxury in a tough market like ours to go and see the next home and the next home and the next home. So the whole phrase of think inside the box is, once you're in the house, how can you get your clients to make it work for them? And that might be bringing in a designer. That might be bringing in a contractor that you trust to give those ideas. And they're not the professionals, right? The buyers aren't dealing with this. You're the professional. You're dealing with this on a daily basis. So you've got to come up with these creative ideas. What do you think?
You said it all.
Said it all?
But no, I think the main thing is we've had our agents really do well with this, is getting their clients to think inside the box and understand that, hey, there may not be another home to go see that may fit their criteria, but this one has so many of the check marks that it's just some little things that they just need to see past, the carpets, the stains on the carpets, to replacing that with harder floors or painting. I've walked into many houses that have crazy color paint, and a lot of people will just walk in and then get shut off by the colors or whatever it may be. But you, as the professional, need to get them to look past that and really and walk them through. Hey, what about changing these out? The carpet out with your great hardwood floors that you loved from the last house, or your ideal home that you want. Getting them to really picture themselves in the space that you have for them that fits everything else.
And the other thing I was going to say was, look, let's say it's like puke green carpet, right? Okay, got it. We understand that it's puke green. Validate them. Don't make them feel like they're not being heard, right?
Yeah.
So you validate what they're saying, but then you provide that solution.
The solution.
And one of our top agents who's done extremely well has been really persuasive in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Gagan. He's been able to really get clients to be able to look at and say, hey, yes, we can make this modification, or we can make this. Yes, there's dust, there's an inconvenience, but it's a short sacrifice, or the option is go buy a new home, with a builder, and remind your clients to remember that too, because sometimes they're not. I know we may have covered this before, but we've seen this time and time again, where someone is not considering a new home, and then you're showing them homes, and then the one weekend that you don't, or they're like, oh, we can't see any homes, they go and register themselves with a new home builder. So remind them that any home, new construction, old construction, resale, new sale, whatever they want to call it, boom, you got it. So that's the quick tip. So don't give up hope. Think inside the box. Ask them the question. Hey, what would it take for you guys? What changes do we need to make here in this home to make it work? Maybe you can get a seller credit. So just don't give up so easy, especially when we're in a live inventory situation where there's not many options to choose from, and their hearts are set for a certain school district, a certain area, and you hit all the check boxes.
And then also have your vendor list ready to go if they're looking. Say, hey, I have a painter.
You with that too.
Yeah, but just say, hey, I have the painters, I have the gardeners, I have these people, I have the contractors.
Right.
I have everyone that you need for this project or whatnot, and just be that main source and have them
And it may take a second visit to the property if you can make it quick, and have a contractor come with you. So that way, at least you can get some ballpark figures. You as an agent have to be very careful in giving ballpark figures, because you're not a licensed contractor. You don't have your contractor's license. Most of you guys don't. So getting some ballpark figures. So please, be careful on that, just as a cautionary tale on that. But you can get, contractors to come and walk the property with you guys, especially if there's keen interest in it. And remind them to focus on the end result. It's not just, hey, the sacrifices and whatnot. Yes, those are temporary. Those will eventually go away. Then they can focus. And and the other thing, sorry, one last thing. Don't think about overwhelming them with, you got to fix all this all at one time. This can be, project based, right? Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase Z, whatever it is.
What's the most important to them right now?
Right now.
Kitchen.
And that might be from a monetary standpoint too. So we get it, but the main thing is that they should enjoy the property. They should love the property. If they have a hard time choosing the property between like 2 or a couple properties, have them categorize what their needs and wants are. So, you can do a rating scale, and I've used this before, like location, what do you call it? Commute, upside, all these things, and assign a number 1 through 10 and total up which one makes sense, so they can have some element to that. But usually it's a gut feel.
And on that too, reach out to me, you guys. So the ones that weren't able to make it to my coffee and bagels, I did share a buyer's package that I put together for our agents for first-time home buyers, but also it has checklists when you're showing properties to your clients, so they can make notes going through the properties and remember what they liked about each house, and then that's a way to eliminate and remember.
One of those.
Yes. But reach out to you guys. Let me know if you want that, and that will be your little goodie for this video, is to getting that package, because it's a really good package that we put in place for you guys.
Yeah, so reach out to Amanda sooner than later, because when she's on vacation, you can't bug her. All right, so that's the other thing. And then last but not least, I was going to tell you guys one more thing, is remember to be sensitive to the buyer's needs and wants and emotions. This might be the first journey, and you've been through this so many times, so you're sort of like desensitized. It's almost like going to the ER and the doctor is just like, okay, no big deal, we'll stitch you up and blah 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 and get you out. But you have to feel someone's emotions and realize it's a process. They're going through stages, and just like whether it be grief or love or whatever the emotions are, buying a home has stages, and you have to give them those that time and that distance, and just let them process, digest it. So don't get too pushy. Push, but don't be, to the point where you're annoying.
All right. I have one more thing too.
Okay.
When you're showing clients properties, especially when it's your first time showing them properties, allow them to do the talking and tell you what they like and what they don't like about the house. A lot of times I hear agents coming in with their clients, and they say, oh, look at that, or look at this. And then they're actually, they're putting down something about the house, and the client actually may actually like that.
Right.
So listen to your clients and allow them to tell you what their opinions are of the house.
And also the kids, they're kids. And usually if they're teenagers, look at those cues, right? And shout out Sandy. But anyway, teenagers are really influential, right? As we all know, they might be very quiet at the get-go when they're showing, but look for those cues, those nonverbal cues, or the facial expressions, of course, which can be verbal at sometimes, depending on what kind of expression you're making. All right, TMI on that one. But anyway, all right, so that's it. Remember, this is a reminder series. Like the video, please. Put your comments, share, get it, share it with other agents out there that aren't with Realty One Group, so they get a chance to meet us and realize that we are real. We've got the 100% commission as well as the support, all the tools that you guys would want and need, and it's just a matter of you guys really looking at it too. So this is the best bang for the buck out there, in our opinion, and anyone is welcome to do the Realty One Group Challenge and see for themselves. But help us get the promotion out there on us here at San Ramon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, guys.
Take
care and enjoy. And those that are out next week for 4th of July, be careful out there.
Be safe.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You already did everything. I don't have nothing to talk about.
I was like, damn. Then I was like, okay.